All right, hello. hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. How is everybody doing? Let me go over to the other chat, try to get used to this chat window. Trying to get used to this chat window. How the heck is everybody doing? I hope people are having a good morning. I'm just poking it. Oh, play night is being weird. Hope everybody is having a good Wednesday. End the task. Try to start it again. I guess it got hung trying to open. But hello, I hope everybody is doing well. Oh my gosh, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Weird stuff is happening already. It's already such a day. I'd like, you know, it's a small thing, right? It's a small thing. There's a murder of crows outside work today. Suspicious. Suspicious. Are you training them to steal trinkets from passersby, Sage? Because that would be funny. That would be funny. All right, let's get the Skies of Arcadia stuff. Let's get the controller set up. Again, this always feels a little bit like Mr. Rogers, where it's like, okay, let me get the, let me get everything set up. Hope everybody's doing all right. I installed Persona 5 this morning, and I'm scared. What are you doing? What is happening? My hair is not behaving this morning. My hair is not behaving. But I installed Persona 5 and was looking at the achievements. I think the problem with looking at achievements before you play a game is that so many of them are not gonna make sense. You know what I mean? So many of them are not gonna make sense. And a lot of them are just like, you did a thing. You know, so it's like, oh, what am I gonna, all right, I don't. Every tree and an entire parking lot was covered in crows and it was kind of creepy. That kind of rules, if I'm honest. That kind of rules. I wouldn't have gone out there, but that rules. I'd be very careful with the things that I did. I'm not, you know, I'm not superstitious. I'm a little stitious. I'm a little what is happening with my hair? What is that? What is this? What are you? What are you doing to me right now? Oh my gosh. Just trying to fucking stream and it's out here making me look like a weirdo. All right. Checking Twitch drops. Okay, I haven't done Palea drops. Always checking on drops. All right. All right. So hope people are doing well today. So we're gonna have a weird week. And I need to post this in the Discord just so that people know. But we are not going to have a stream on Friday. right? We're not gonna have a stream on Friday. I have a podcast interview opportunity come up. And the only time that they're available is like Friday morning, because they're in the UK. And I was like, well, I was like looking at the time. I just won't even stream. You know, it's one of those things where it's going to take up so much of the time. It's going to take up so much of the time that I just won't do it, and that's fine. So today and tomorrow we're gonna do Skies of Arcadia. Today and tomorrow, we're gonna do Skies of Arcadia, and then Friday we just won't have a stream, and I'll do my interview, and then I've got some co-work time. You know, I've got some co-work time. Matt's too internet famous to do the thing that made them famous. It's not internet famous. Good Lord. Good Lord. the smallest amount of what could barely be considered fame. It's more really just that the timing of it is such that it's just like easy. Like the webcomic artists who never update and only do cons. Wow, what a very fucking specific poll. What a very specific poll that I'm mad about. I'm mad at you for. Celestian, hello. Celestian, hello. Did they have any news? Yeah, they're trying to reach you about your car's warranty. All right. Okay, I can close that. Celestian, how you doing today? I hope you're having a good day. All right. Having a morning reel from yesterday still. It's fair. That's, you know, that's understandable. That's understandable. I don't have a car. Most scammers don't carry it. Yeah, most scammers will, yeah, they don't. Scammers generally don't care about the facts when they're trying to scam you. Okay. We got this. No doubt in my mind, HR shows a great member, someone they know. Right. It's always frustrating because it's always frustrating because you're like, I'm sure they picked the best person, but also they should have picked me. But also they should have picked me. At least they went with an internal hire, you know? At least they went with an internal person. It's one of the many things I love about this org, yeah. Yeah, if it had been an outside hire, that's a whole other thing, you know? There it is. All right. Everything's plugged in. Gonna start the game. Yeah, you know, getting passed over for an outside hire sucks. Getting passed over for an outside hire really sucks, especially for that sort of role. I talked to folks about our work. We get really excited. We learn we promote internally. Future-proof hello. Excuse me. That's a sign I need a little more tea. Future-proof hello. How the heck you doing, friend? How the heck are you doing, friend? It's good to see you. I bet outside applicants get pissed if they post the role, then go with an internal hire. Maybe. A lot of places try to get somebody internal before they post it externally, so. Oh, look, we did a whole... Gonzalez, your memory will always be with us. Please watch over us in our times of need. Well, that's nice. That's nice. We gave him a whole proper memorial. That's, you know. That's nicer than I would have expected. Checked melatonin last night so I could stay in sync with my partner's sleep schedule. Had some wild dreams. One of which was selling a bogus health food product with Rosie O'Donnell in front of a grocer in town. And she was very upset she got roped in, but was kind to me. That's very funny. That's very funny. She super sucks, but that's a really funny story. I like the idea of getting stuck doing a weird scam thing with a, oh, you said Rosie O'Donnell. Rosie O'Donnell sucks a little bit. I thought you said Roseanne. I thought you said Roseanne. I think she sucks a little. Yeah. That's why I was like, she sucks. I think it's really funny to get roped into doing something with a celebrity who also got tricked into it. That's very funny to me. That's very funny to me. To be like, not only did I get tricked into doing this nonsense. Here's O'Donnell's pretty okay, all things considered. You know, I feel like I haven't heard any stories about her for a while, and that's probably all right. That's probably a good sign, you know? haven't heard anything about her, and that's probably the best it's gonna be. How was your snooze? I slept all right. Erin slept really well, which is nice. She's been struggling the last couple days. So as far as we're concerned, she's minding her business, thriving somewhere in another country away from the current administration, because apparently she hates the hell out of Trump. You know what's really funny? It's really funny that there should be a lot more people in show business that hate him, because they were dealing with him way longer before we were, you know what I mean? She was probably on some talk show bullshit with him and was like, I fucking hate him. I hate his ass. I feel like a lot of celebs do hate him, but it's too quietly. Well, it's probably one of those things. I feel like it's a thing that probably gets drilled into people in showbiz, where it's like, if you don't like somebody, you just don't say that. You know what I mean? You just stay quiet about it. Because who knows? Because if you're like, I hate Martin Lawrence. Martin Lawrence is such an asshole. I hate working with Martin Lawrence. And you get a call to be on a show, and your cast member, your other guy is Martin Lawrence. People are gonna be like, that's I really feel like a lot of people in showbiz are just like, I just keep that under my hat because I'm not gonna let it fuck up an opportunity for me. To which I say, yeah, fuck them. Fuck them. Who gives a shit? Like, if somebody's a weird pedo rapist, maybe you should say. Maybe you should tell somebody about that. I don't remember what we were doing. Oh, right, Dangrel Island, right. Dangrel Island. So helpful. We have the bounty in the land of ice. Oh yeah, we also have, we have that. We have to do the skewer quest so I can get the last cham. So I can get the last abercham. I need to get, what are you? This is missable. This says it's missable. What are you? Very much need one of my clients to reply to the concept I sent over so I can continue working, please and thank you. I love that. Oh. Okay, hang on. Okay, hang on. Yeah, I feel it's very frustrating when, I mean, this happened to me very recently and it is happening to me now, actually. When you send an email, the hardest part of sending an email is when it's just like, they'll get back to me when they get back to me. Waiting is what yeah, just like waiting to hear back. So like I said, I've got a podcast interview on Friday. And I sent them an email like Monday. And granted, all things considered, they got back to me very quickly. But I sent the email and I was just like, not even like they took a long time, but just the act of sending it out. And then just like, I just gotta wait for a response, I guess. This sucks. The hardest part of writing an email is starting, but that's the executive dysfunction starting. Well, with Grammarly's new AI assistant, I'm glad they're getting sued. Oh my God, so much fishing. No, shut up. Yeah, we gotta go up here. Oh, there's fish here. Hello, fish. I guess they scatter. I hated I used Grammarly during undergrad. There were times I did rely on their tone checker. It's very funny how cleanly they were just like, oh, we do this now too. It's like, man, maybe the whole problem was the idea that everything has to sound the same all the time. Maybe the problem was that there was only one correct way to send an email. Maybe that was the... Where you at? Where you at, little dude? Come on. Give me them crystals, ho! Wow. The fire. The passion. Herb, good morning. I had that concern too. There is that expectation in professional and academic spaces. Yeah. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck that, fuck them. Professionalism is bullshit. Where, come on, where is it, guy? Some guy I met a handful of times through my ex became a generative AI image creator and is making bank from it. Is pretty much the grossest job I can think of. What sort of moron would pay for an AI image? Like, not only what sort of moron would make an AI image, what sort of moron would pay for it? Because if you're fine with it moralistically, just go do it your goddamn self. Like, loser. Fortunately, the answer is a lot of people. Maybe the only people worse than the people who use generative AI. Maybe the only people worse than the people who are using generative AI. Ninja, hello! Why do you keep crashing your ship into this mountain? Because I'm trying to find a thing. I'm trying to find a thing. Thank you. Oh, I have to get Vyse the Legend. Okay, right. Okay, so that needs to happen first. That needs to happen first. So how do I get Vyse the Legend? Find all discoveries, treasure chests, bounties, moonfish, and finish the Piastel story, according to that. Nuja, how you doing today? Nuja, how the heck are you? Okay. So, whoops. So I need to do this last fight against the guy. Oh, thank you, Future. Thank you, I appreciate that. Have a busy day, but doing all right. Well, I hope everything goes all right. Nope, this button. Sometimes busy days are good, you know? Sometimes busy days are exactly what you need. They keep, you know, they keep you working, they keep you doing stuff. I think if I look in my journal, it'll tell me. Oh, wow. Okay, it didn't. There was nothing after leaving Drachma. That's very funny. Yeah, I was fussing with that Wikipedia card game thing last night. Hey, don't do that. They use generative AI. It uses generative AI. We can't have anything. Tingle Island is near Pirates Island. Yeah, I remember. Thank you, Sage. I was just wondering if the game put it anywhere. All right, where's this guy? Big oof. Yeah, love to have the flavor text on a card about Jewish Americans in media talk about the shadowy cabal that controls entertainment from the shadows. Like, yikes. All right. Big yikes. We might go to Dangrel Island to get the last 2 moonfish and then leave. We might go to Dangrel Island to get the last 2 moonfish and then pop back out. What's gonna really annoy is if at all they come out with a sorry we didn't realize foresee bullshit statement. Well, it's not, I don't think it's a thing Wikipedia did. I think it was just a thing a guy designed that they did promote. Yeah, I do hate the like, oh, we didn't know. Like, a story that's really frustrated me lately is a gaming historian and translator recently started working on doing some translation stuff using, I think, Claude. I think it said he was using Claude. And everybody got really mad. Everybody got really mad. And he was like, you know what? I'm really sorry that I used Patreon funds for this. You're right. I should have consulted you. And so I'm gonna, and so I'll continue this, but with money out of my own pocket. And it's like, that's not the problem.
Over there.
That's not the problem. The problem wasn't, like, partially the problem was that you used Patreon money for it, but really, the bigger problem and I think what really bothered me is the amount of people who were like, not making space for him to fuck up, but the people who seemed more upset that people were upset about it than the fact that he did it, you know? The people who were like, hey, can we calm down? It's like, no, talk to your boy. If you're such good friends that you feel the need to get on the internet and defend him, you should be talking to him about how he fucked up. What was that? What did I just fly past? How did I ever sleep in? D! D, hello! D, how did the computer stuff go yesterday? It's not my lane, I think everyone's too hard on him. Right, it's like, people who rush in with you have nothing to apologize for if you ever fucked up your self-energy like that. It wasn't that. It wasn't that, it was kind of more annoying than that, which is like, the work that this guy does is really important, so maybe we can cut him a break. And it's like, no, he should be like, he's an honest to God, like researcher and archivist and translator. Like, he's not just some bozo from the internet. Like, he's a serious academic person. Like, the fact that he even considered that this was a reasonable course of action is incredibly disappointing and unprofessional. Where the hell's this guy? Yeah, the ice lands are just this. Oh, is the upper sky? Of course. Of course. Future redeemed self-care. The PC lives, now I have to reinstall everything? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. How did everything go? How did everything go, D? Ugh. How did you and your dad fare? Putting CPUs in is stressful. It's the most stressful part of the entire process, yeah. It's the most stressful part of the entire process. Absolutely. I hear research is moving towards the employment of AI tools and LLMs. Hey, guess what? Fuck them. Again, all it takes is someone having a goddamn backbone about it. All it takes is someone having a goddamn backbone about it. Is to be like, no. Look at the environmental concerns. Look at the research concerns. Look at the sociological concerns. It's not accurate. It's not effective. We got everything in and nothing broke. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I remember putting Aaron's Aaron's computer together. probably a decade ago at this point. But you know, I did some PC repair at my old job, and yeah, it's something. But yeah, honestly, that feeling of like just don't break it is very real. Had a bad shutdown last week, result of my PC not booting. So close to entering a Windows boot. BIOS for my board repaired itself after my PC being on for an hour, which is very welcome. BIOSes are pretty stable, which is nice. It's why people tell you not to fuck with your BIOS unless A, you know what you're doing, and you don't update it unless there's like a really big reason for it. Where is this guy? Come on. I'd like to do the rest of the game, please, game. No calls today? Hell yeah. Oh, Future, thank you for the reminder. I actually need to restart. I actually need to restart my Tamagotchi. Mine passed away yesterday. I think it needed some care before my I did an interview the other day. I did an interview on Monday, and I didn't check it, and so I think it just went off a bunch during the interview. So, because I finished the interview and was like eating, and it did the like, oh, I'm dying. So. I need a adult setting for these Tamagotchis. I need a I'm an adult, thank you setting. Wiggy just says he's here in a golden ship. Thomas snooze button. Yeah, where it's just like, dog, you can't yell at me during work hours. You gotta hold it together. And they kind of have that. They have the sitter, but the problem is the sitter costs money, like coins, not actual money. And if I'm honest, there's less to do on a Tamagotchi than I thought there was going to be. Like, I like what there is. I like what there is. I'm not mad about it. But there's not even a way to like, there's not even like a record of all of your guys. You know, so if I breed a cool guy, or like, oh wow, like the color for this is really cool. It's just, you know, and it's like, he sticks around a little bit, but if you keep raising guys, like he's gonna cycle out, he's gonna disappear. And I'm like, that's weird. I don't know. Appearing in the upper sky in the lands of ice. Near where you found the Aurora, his ship is flying. Near where you found the Aurora is a wild way to describe where anything is. Oh, so I should probably save. I haven't really done anything. And I definitely like looked into the all right, whatever. Whatever, turn it around. We're doing story. Never mind. We'll come back. We'll come back to him later. We'll come back to him later. But yeah, I wish there was a little bit more going on the Tamagotchi. Like, I'm having a good time. It's a fun little device. It's fun to do. It's like around here. You know, it's fun to. I'm glad both Aaron and I got him. It's really fun to play them together, you know. I don't know what it is about being down here. Ugh. Continue to be upset. This feels upsetting. Who's around here? I remember it was near one of these cloud walls. Oh, there it is. Do a save. All right. Such a good save animation. Such a good save animation. Oh shit. Admirals of the Valuan Armada, I have urgent news that affects all of you. Oh, words of wisdom from the Grand Admiral himself. Please enlighten us. From this day forth, the Armada will no longer be under the Empress's control. Those that do not wish to walk this path that I have chosen, leave now. Those that wish to hear my plans, stay. What? What is this? Admiral Galcian. Do you know what you're saying? No, that's Gregorio. Have you gone insane, Galcian? Are you rebelling against the Empress? Fear not, Alfonso. I still have my wits about me. I'm following my own path. It's your decision whether or not you want to follow me. So Galcian finally shows his true intentions. Those words are treasonous. Punishment is death. Ramirez? If you speak in that manner again, I shall cleave you in two. What? What do you mean? Wait, Ramirez. There's no need for you to waste your energy on this whelp. Damn. Damn, right to his face. What about the rest of you? Will you follow me? Lord Galcian. It doesn't make any difference to me. As long as I get to fight, I don't care who's in charge. I'll stay in the Armada as well. I still haven't finished building the ship that can go into deep sky. Also, if I stay in the Armada, I'll probably get to fight Vyse again. Kokoro, what will you do? Lord Galaxian, what is your goal? I do not think you are seeking the Imperial throne. What is it you want? You are correct, that is not my goal. I want more power, more control than Valua's ever had. That is all I will say for now. Lord Galaxian, just what are you up to? Is he has like a weird... He has like a weird body or something, right? He's gonna be fucked up under that cloak, right? I heard there was a moonfish here. Hell yeah. Where you at? There you are. Shabow! Calling somebody a whelp straight to their face, the most disrespectful. The most disrespectful. You know? Love that. Okay, get every moonfish on Dangrel is not missable. Open every treasure on Dangrel is not missable, so okay. Huh? I can hear someone talking. Moon energy system operating within normal parameters. Power supply to the entire base is flowing smoothly. Okay, the inspection for this area is done. Let's go to the next one. I think that's the control area for the base's power. I can get the fan to stop. There's a chest in that room. I didn't realize I could like look through here. I still don't get why we'd build a base down here. What's the point? There's nothing down here other than wind. Here they're trying to build an elevator that goes all the way into deep sky. Deep sky? My mom told me when I was a kid, deep sky is the land of the dead. Oh, there's a chest there too. Oh, this is giving me the ability to note which rooms have chests and which rooms have enemies. And guess what? We're just gonna open all the rooms. Do you hear Lord Galaxian's building a new top secret flagship? Probably is even more powerful than his old ship, the Serpent. I swear that little Galaxian really is something. Do you know he's never been defeated in battle? He's a military genius. Yeah, this lets me peek into each of the rooms and see all the chests and then see the ones that have enemies. Up. Our first random encounter. It's some dudes. Let's see how everything hits. Okay, that's not bad. So these are the schematics that Lord DeLoco designed. With his new design, a ship is supposed to be able to fly into deep sky? That's what I hear. It's not like I can understand any of it. It all looks like scribbles to me. I heard Lord DeLoco's gonna take Lord Galcian to take a look around the chameleon today. What? If they see us slacking off, we're done for. Let's get out of here. Oh, maybe if we trigger that scene, then those guys aren't there. That's an interesting idea. I like how it kind of took control during that section as I went through the fan. All right. Oh no! Yeah, I can't do Rain of Swords, which would be nice. I wish I got enough starting MP or SP or whatever to be able to start with Rain of Swords. So many people on my Blue Sky timeline are playing Slay the Spire, and it's great. I love people being excited about card games.
That was easy.
I love everybody being excited about a card game. Which is kind of like less of a thing when it's a video game. I feel like people are much more interested in card games when they're video games. Imperial Blade X1. That's got to be for Enrique. Hell yeah. The sword of the legitimate heir to the throne. Hell yeah. Great description. I love that. You know, how many people played Hearthstone but would never play Magic or anything like that. Sacrum Crystal, love that. And hey, I'm not saying people should play Magic. I'm just saying it's interesting how people will engage with stuff when it's digital as opposed to otherwise. $4,000 gold. Unlock treasure hunter. Hell yeah. All right, I gotta put my hoodie on. Hang on one second. It's just chilly enough.
Over there.
It's just chilly enough in front of the window to make my shoulders cold. You know, it's just chilly enough to make me sit here and like, I'm a little chilly. I say just chilly enough, it's actually pretty cold, but.
That was easy.
Twitch is pausing streams when you switch tabs. It has something to do with the page activity API. It's just another way they're trying to fuck over paying people for anything. They don't know how people use the platform. No, they do. They don't care. They don't care. They're not worried about your experience on Twitch. They're worried about how much money they're making.
Honk, fuck off.
Or they do and want them to use it differently, right? Right, because the thing, if you have a stream, Brian, hello. Let's say that, make sure I say that officially. Brian, hello, good morning. If you have a stream and you have 10 people lurking, right? And you have 10 people lurking, that's 10 people worth of ads that they have to pay out, right? And that's money they pay out of their pocket. That's the money that they pay out of their pocket, right? Subs are money that gets split.
Over there.
So ads are money they have to pay out of their pocket. So they're trying to reduce the amount of money that they pay out. As you know. Anybody going to kick? There's actually a lot of people going to kick. Disappointingly. Disappointingly, there's more than a few people going to kick. That's garbage. You're not wrong. I mean, we just talked about this. There's more than a few people using generative AI. You know what I mean? People are stupid and make stupid decisions. Oh, we're yellow and it's immune to our weapons. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. Oh, his new sword is rad. His new sword is rad.
Over there.
Yeah, Kick did a whole thing where they were like, we pay out, you know, 60% higher than the average Twitch, whatever. And people who are only worried about, you know, the money in their pocket, went there, you know? You know, who cares about anything else that's happening with Kick? Brian, I hope you're doing well this morning, buddy. I hope work goes all right today. I hope work goes all right today. It's not like Twitch can say our moderation services are better, all things considered. I mean... They have things that they can say, because, I mean, you know, it probably is. But... These must be the plans for the ship that Gilder was talking about. I think you're right, Arcadia. All the specs from the hull of the engine, it's all right here. The ship is Admiral Toloko's ship, the Chameleon. It appears the ship is being modified according to these plans. So most users say for sure, it's not gonna be any one thing that'll keep folks, it's gonna be the whole package. Okay. I'm just whining because I hate the pausing thing. Yeah. It's very silly. It's very silly. But it's just really funny. You know, like I think about the combined chat thing that they were just now like, okay, yeah, you can put combined chat on the stream, okay. Which is like what did it hurt? You know what I mean? You caused a whole thing. You made a whole point. Now that we have this, we might be able to get to Deep Sky.
Yes.
We've got what we came here for. Let's get out of here. A bunch of no-brainers. It's just very clear. It continues to be clear that the people who are in charge of Twitch don't stream and aren't streamers and don't engage with streaming in a real way, you know. We're currently strengthening the walls of the bridge. Increase the speed of the construction, finish it within the week. Oh. Huh. Well, what do we have here? This time I'll be sure to dispose of you all permanently. You received the ship schematics. Okay, well, I don't feel good about. They're operating from a set of expectations. It's up to them to drag the user base to some sort of marketable finish line. Oh, I mean, that too. That 100%. Like, definitely that also. But there's a way to do that in a way that doesn't mean that you're like constantly fucking up how people do things and you know, constantly fucking up the user experience. Yeah, right. And also the big thing that gets me with any of these things, right? The big thing that gets me with any of these things, these changes just occur, right? These changes occur and it's up to the user base to go, I've noticed this is different. I think this is the case. This is the thing, which leads to a lot of, negative reports. It leads to a lot of mistrust. It leads to a lot of, he said, she said behavior of like, oh, I think it's this, I think it's this, I think it's that. You know, so instead of coming out and having a discussion and saying, hey, we're making changes like this because we're trying to control the ad experience, it's like, okay, we're at least conversing, right? I can at least understand why we're making these changes. There's no dialogue. I feel this is where the guilds could actually help with that communication. I think the problem with the guilds is the guilds are not going to reach every streamer. And, you know, they have the ability to reach every streamer. I think a big thing for them and Matt, you may have said this, it's a bandwidth thing. It's the biggest expense they have. They don't want to use resources on something you aren't watching. That's why things like Discord kicks you out of calls after you've been out for 3 minutes. Is me being at work and trying to again. No, you're good. And yeah, and that's also a really good point. That's not a thing I had said, but that's also a fantastic point, Brian, is if they don't need to pay the money to serve you the stream, you know, that's less, you know, that definitely costs them money. It looks like we meet again. Oh my god, his sword is massive. Galcian! Not only once, but twice you escaped from the Grand Fortress. Holy shit, he is the Soul Blade! My thought. The big thing is the money in all of this is much lower than you. Is much lower than you. Holy shit! Yeah, he's literally is the Soul Blade. Literally is the Soul Edge. Fantastic. They get all these ambassadors, guilds, clubs, and whatnot, and it's just crickets. Yeah, I don't know what the point of the ambassadors are. They just announced they just announced a new round of ambassadors, and I did kind of have the moment where I'm like, what do you do though? Ionic, hello. Ionic, good morning. I will never forget that they formed a trust and safety council of streamers, and then almost immediately one of the streamers on that council got harassed enough that she left the platform, like almost immediately. And it's like, maybe we didn't do anything here, babes.
That's right.
Fuck yeah, trans rights. Carnation, hello. Do not think you will escape a third time. Galcian, what is Valua planning to do by building a place like this? If it isn't the Little Prince. Whatever Valua does, your highness, is no longer any of your concern, if I'm not mistaken. You were the one who threw away your responsibilities and sided with these pirates. I did not throw away my responsibilities. I'm working to rebuild the Empire. It matters not to me. I have no interest in Valua anymore. I shall dispose of you here once and for all. This is great of all people to get caught by. Vyse, behind you! Gogoro! It has been a while, Prince Enrique. Gogoro! How ironic, the fate has led us both here to pit sword against sword with each other. I had to drive 35 minutes this morning just to sign documents and drive back. I was there for less than 5 minutes. Hate it. I like this dude's mace spear thing. It looks great. Do not worry. I am not here to fight you. What? What are you doing? Gogoro, you understand the consequences of your actions. Lord Galcian, it appears you do not understand the consequences of your actions. You are the one! You wish to revive the ancient horrors and use them to make the world yours. I cannot sit back and watch you destroy the world! What are you doing? Prince, you spoke the truth when we last met at Esperanza. The Empire has chosen the wrong path. You and Vyse are the only ones that can stop the Armada. Prince Enrique, let my last act be in your honor. Good move. Oh yeah, you have to sign it over, yeah. Why? New car's already purchased, everything is good. Well, that's good. I'll hold him off, escape while you can. What are you saying? We'll fight with you. You must not take Galcian lightly. He's more powerful than you can imagine. This is a military base with the Armada. If you don't escape soon, we'll all be surrounded. If you die here, the world will be doomed. Go, our last hope goes with you, young prince. And then just stabbed right through. I earned the nickname Iron Wall Admiral. I won't let him pass me. Just immediate. You've turned your back too long. Ah! Today's lesson is a grand total of 20 minutes. 15 of those are trying to get one participant to understand where he needs to go. For his work Swedish lessons, he speaks very little Swedish and no English. So it's not the easiest communicating. What does he speak? It's all a money thing. It's such a thing, margins on such a huge scale. 95% of people that stream not making the national minimum wage, even when they're full-time streamers. It's Twitch. Something being backed up by one of the biggest server acts in the world, being able to handle their own bandwidth and having slim margins. It's the gentrification of the internet for you and everyone up the pipeline. Right. Oh, and you know, when you think of all of these stories of like, oh, you know, there's no CPUs for anything, there's no RAM, there's no hard drives, there's no this, there's no that. That all affects Twitch too. And I'm not saying that, oh, boohoo Twitch, but like, it's a real, to those who didn't know about the island nation of Tuvalu, it's getting worse. I haven't asked where he's from. I think he speaks Arabic. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. It's just curious where it's like, what does he speak? Yeah, what's up with Tuvalu? I don't know I don't understand the connection, Brian. There are more than 2 languages? Yeah, I know. We're here, we're queer. Eat shit. I'm gonna just control F on this page. More than 6 years ago from Washington Post, Tuvalu is a tiny island nation of 11,000 people. It's cashing in thanks to Twitch. Oh, the .tv domain. That's right. Right. Jalen! Jalen, hello. That makes sense. It's one of those like, oh, it's like, yeah, a lot of vanity domains are just other countries' top level domains that we use, which is very funny. I'll be able to die defending you. I cannot ask for a higher honor. Wait, don't do this! Young Prince, Captain Vyse, you must stop Galcian. You are our last hope. Farewell. I'm back on PC, be gone, terrible phone keyboard. Yeah, Twitch Mobile sucks eggs. Everybody knows that. Gogoro, have you made your peace? I'm ready to die, Lord Galcian, but I shall die defending my people against a tyrant. I get to go to see Jesus. You know, I'm happy about buying this new car. I was looking for an excuse to switch to my local credit union. Guess what? The loan's on them. So it's the excuse I need. Well, hell yeah. That's good. Sometimes, you know, silver lining, right? Silver linings. Okay. We're gonna place that save. Oh boy. Excuse me. Gogoro, you were like family to me. I would prefer to not have to buy a new car again, but you gotta take the victories. Right, right. It's like, hey, all in all, I'd rather this didn't happen, but... Galcian, what's going on? Send him back to Valua. Make sure his body is well taken care of. It's worth more than your life. Yes, Lord Galcian. Kogoro, you were always the kind to be the last to stay on a sinking ship. Turns a little too quickly, cuts the guy in half. Well, let's get the fuck out of here. Hey, boo boo. Hey, boo boo, we gotta fucking go. Hey, Doc. Doc, I got something for you.
Hi.
In other news, there was a house fire at the end of my street. Oh God. Is everybody good? The Hydra Wing and the Silver Arm and the Serpent Strike. Hello? Nobody was injured? That's good, that's good. Was it, you know, hopefully it was contained quickly and... Oh God, oh God. Oh my God, it's his final form. Kira, hello. I could smell it before and was confused before I heard the fire truck. Oh yeah, you can smell fire real quick. Keeps getting bigger and bigger. I think if anything ate that many moonfish, it'd grow at least half as much. I bet Maria's real happy he's grown so much, huh, Doc? You'd think so, but life doesn't always turn out the way you expect.
Wow. Okay, this bird big.
Piccolo, he wants to go home. Huh? Piccolo's grown wings, so now he's saying he wants to go home. Home to where all his friends are. I think he has a point, though. If we don't return him to nature, he'll never find any of his own kind, let alone find someone to marry! How will this bird find someone to marry? Oh. Oh my God. We suspect Lucifer set the fire because he was outside when it started. What? What? I get this is a kid appropriate way of saying finding a mate, but this is silly. Blurty, hello. Blurty, how are you? Lucifer the cat. Okay, that's a good thing to know. That's a good thing to state. There's one thing that's keeping me worried is if this guy leaves, Maria's gonna fall into a depression again. Doc, I'll be fine. My back hurts. I feel that. I feel that. Maria. Ever since Daddy and my sister went away, I've been so lonely. I think Piccolo feels lonely too. I'm gonna miss him, but I think he should go home so he won't be lonely anymore. I have you and Vyse to take care of me too. I don't have to be lonely anymore. It's fine. I'll beat your sister up one more time and then she'll come chill. It'll be good. Well, you sure have grown, Maria. Vyse, I don't know how to thank you. Do you think this is the same Maria that I've been caring for all these years? I can't believe it. I owe everything to you. Yeah, I'm pretty great. Whoa. Goodbye. Piccolo. Away! Hey, it looks like he's getting ready to leave. So it reminds me when we left Pirate Isle, huh, Vyse? Only hurts I've been sitting weird. I love you forever, Maria. Goodbye, Piccolo. Be nice to your new friends and come back to see me anytime. Piccolo will always remember you. If he's on the fucking Hamachu Island, that's gonna be really funny. He just flies away to space. He just flies away to fucking space. Thanks to the air pirate Vyse and his friend Doc. Okay. The mysteries of the moon Hamachu have been solved. Once fed a moonfish, the moon Hamachu will undergo a metamorphosis and will eventually return home to its nest. This discovery will go down in history. It was the time to go. Later, losers. Oh my god. Incredible. What a way to hit 60 hours, honestly. So funny. All right. We probably need to go back to Crescent Isle because we found the thing that lets us go into deep sea. God, that's so funny though. Just this adorable little guy. Goodbye, Piccolo. Enjoy your new family. Goodbye, Maria. Goodbye, and thank you. That's so stupid. I wouldn't be surprised if he's actually in the Hamachu. Right, if he's probably actually at Hamachu Island. It seems reasonable for him to be there. Oh God. Matt, what was that game you played? Dark Delusion? Dread Delusion. Which is coming soon to, actually not even coming soon, out now. Out now on consoles and Switch 2. Not even coming soon, coming now. My streamer friend got hit to it last night. He might fire it up. Hell yeah. You saw the trailer for the Switch 2 version last night and said this looks neat. You know, listen, I wouldn't get it on Switch 2 for multiple reasons, but it's good. All right, will you do it now, please? All I want. Oh, I got a bunch of weird shit. I got a bunch of weird equipment, didn't I? Silver Arm, Serpent Strike, Hydra Wing. Did you just immediately get a new sword? Yes. Well, that's fine. The problem is I had to give him my recommendation, and that was rife with errors, but ultimately positive. What, for Dread Delusion? You're like, I watched it, kind of. I watched it, sort of. I was around while it was happening, so. What was the last thing it gave me? Did it not give me a thing for the final one? That's kind of not surprising. I told him it felt like Morrowind, but there was cool stuff going on, as opposed to regular Morrowind that sucks. You got the discovery, which is worth 80K. Oh, that's fair. What's this? These are plans to enable a ship to enter deep sky. I love this. This face is hilarious. This face is amazing. Can you use these plans to modify the Delphinus? Darn tootin'. It'll take me some time. I can't wait to get started. I can have it done in 10 days. Good. If anybody can do it, it's you, weird old man that I met. Yahoo! Modifications to the Delphinus began that day. We needed 10 days to finish our preparations. Crescent Isle began to bustle with activity. Using the blueprints we took from Valua, Babram was hard at work rebuilding the engine of the Delphinus. Can't wait to see what lies in deep sky with my own eyes. It's probably weird and scary. Far beneath the great blue sky, beneath the clouds, I can already imagine the atmospheric pressure must be high. We have to reinforce the Delphinus hull to make sure it doesn't collapse under the pressure. Ever since that day, Enrique began to spend more and more time by himself. Looking back, losing Grigoro must have been the hardest thing Enrique's ever faced. Deep sky, so is that lower altitude or is that space? Yeah, deep sky does sound like it could be the highest, but it's the lowest. And then on the 10th day, night fell on Crescent Isle. I remember lying awake in my bed for a long time before I finally fell asleep. Yeah, I could also see it being space. I still don't feel rested. Maybe because I stayed up all night the day before yesterday working on the Delphinus. I should head over to the port. If everything went according to schedule, the modification should be finished by now. The next area is more than a mini game. Is more like a mini game. If you want to get through with max loot and minimal encounters, I suggest pulling up a guide. Well, listen. Oh my God! This is the animal that Pinta brought. Holy shit. That rules. The pausing doesn't happen if you don't mute the other tab. Yeah, because it stays active, I would assume. We'll see how it goes. You know? All right. I can't work in this paltry environment. Yes! You have 4,000 gold. Oh my God, finally. Finally. I don't know if Peter can bring all 3 animals at the same time or if they're mutually exclusive. It sounded like he could only bring one. It sounded like he could only bring one. Captain Vyse, we finished modifying the Delphinus right on time. Lower the pressure shutters. Start the submergence engine. Well, what do you think? We've successfully converted the Delphinus to a cloud delving machine. Good job, Babram. We'll be able to enter deep sky. You really are the best. Well, thank you, little lady. Before you go, I heard there's some kind of vortex near Shrine Island. You might be able to submerge through there. The vortex near Shrine Island. Got it. Let's get going. Vyse, wait a second. Music stops hard. Actually, there's something important I wanted to talk to you about. I must return to Valua. I cannot travel with you any longer. This will be my last voyage with you aboard the Delphinus. What? Galcian and the Armada have freed themselves from the control of the Valuan Empire and are acting on their own free will. Galcian probably has some sort of terrible scheme plan. I must return to Valua and report this news to my mother. He must be stopped. You can't. It's too dangerous, Enrique. I know the dangers that I face, and I'm sure my mother won't readily listen to anything I have to say. But I am still the Prince of Valua. It is my duty to go.
Yes.
But Enrique... Princess, do not worry about me. I don't plan on dying just yet. Well, very few people plan on dying. I will return. This I swear. No.
Yes.
Okay, you can't make her say yes if she says no. Vyse, after we get Fina's ship, could you bring me to Sailor's Island? I'll be able to borrow a ship there. I hope you know what you're doing. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. Okay. Vyse, do not return to Crescent Isle, I beg of you. If I go back down, I'm afraid my determination will falter. I can't allow myself to do that. Oh, well, hang on. Hang on, then. If I can... Okay. God, I only need 4 more points to be Swashbuckler. Only need 4 more points. I just need to buckle my swash a little bit more. Okay. Come on, come on. Hey, yo. Okay, so if I don't talk to Babram, maybe I can, maybe I can just leave and come back. So yeah, tomorrow we're gonna be doing Skies of Arcadia as well. Oh, that's right. That's silly of me. Okay. Fine. So yeah, so tomorrow we're gonna be doing Skies of Arcadia, because on Friday I also, on Friday I have a podcast interview scheduled. So we will be, we'll have 2 days of Skies of Arcadia. And then we will not have a, we will not have a stream on Friday.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So now we need to, excuse me. You can't cancel stream on Bully Matt Friday. Who will we bully? I don't know, bully yourself. Bully yourself. Okay, so it's near Shrine Island, I think he said, or it's near Pirate Island. It's one of these over here. Before we do that, I do that every day. Well, stop it. Be nice to yourself. The hell's wrong with you? Be nice to yourself. Oh God. Did we go deep yet? Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. I want to see if what's his face. I want to see if what's his face is on Hamachu Island. You giving mixed messages? I think I'm being pretty clear. I also feel like I should do that Abric Cham side quest to get an upgrade for... Okay, damn it. Drop my GameCube remote. Remote? Drop my GameCube controller. Stupid. The animals are mutually exclusive. That makes sense. Okay, I just gotta go talk to some people. Oh, he's actually not here. Okay, it's so weird that he's just like a progression tracker. What a weird thing. You want to speak to the item shop owner in Nasrid? The problem with cats is, unlike small children, they don't know what you're saying when you say, no, baby, it's not lunchtime, go play with your toys. No. They just want it to be lunchtime. Excuse me. Thank you. Speaking of controllers, did you know that a French guy accidentally hacked every single robot vacuum in Europe because he wanted to be able to control his with an Xbox controller? What does that mean? Explain more of this story. He could control and see the video for thousands of fancy robot vacuums. He told the company he was given money for finding the security flaw. That's wild. Europe is wild. America, they would have thrown him in fucking... They would have thrown him in forever prison. How did he... How did he hack... Did all the videos... Did all the videos go to one central location? I only skimmed the article. have unfortunate news. It was a very close win, but Kat did not win. Yeah, I saw this morning. I saw this morning. It was very close. She did a wonderful job. She did a wonderful job. I'd have voted for her. I'd have committed voting fraud for her. It's okay if you do it for a good reason. Green Bean, how you doing? Did the guy that won, was that the guy that sexually harassed that lady? I don't know him to have done that. There was the post on Blue Sky. I don't remember the guy's name. In case you're wondering, the man used AI to hack the vacuums. Great. They did a really shitty job then. Holy cow. Holy cow. They did a really shitty job. They should have, I take it back. They should have thrown him in prison. They should have thrown him in prison. Can they take it back and put him in prison? Oh, it makes sense that we would go and talk to Gordo because he knows about all the best, Genjim can be found in Marumba. Perhaps you should go to the very center of trade itself, Nasrid. The spice of dreams. Yeah, this makes sense that you would go talk to Gordo. I've heard rumors that kale trees have not been seen for quite some time and are thought to no longer exist. What happened is that it allowed him to access their security software, which led to him being able to choose which camera he wants to see from over 7,000, which means the company also has access to those videos if they want to. Yeah, jail. I hope everyone throws those away. Jesus. Jesus. It's a funny story until you dig into it. The news. Welcome to the news. Oh, this is a fun story. Oh. Oh, I have to go to Esperanza. I have to go to Esperanza. And give all those ingredients to that lady. Which is why I won't buy a robot vacuum with a camera. The problem is robot vacuums need cameras to work very effectively. It's like, it's like when they came out, it's like when Roomba came out and they were like, yeah, like we use the camera to build like a little model of your house, and that's how we know where things are. And it's like, oh, that's a great idea until you realize that that's stored on their server somewhere. Business politics are pretty much straight down the middle on things. Could have been a lot worse, but was hoping for a more progressive option. He's also trying to run for higher office, which means he's, let's say, distracted. Hate that. Hate that. I don't trust politicians like that. Hi. Okay. Like, oh, I'm this now. Immediately work on, like, no. I'm more worried about the assessor's office race, which is still uncalled. I don't trust politicians where that sentence should have ended. Yeah, some Gentum, Kale, and Cabal. With these ingredients, I'll be able to make my mother's special Cabal skewers. One mom's skewer. I just eat it. Excuse me. All right. All right. The incumbent has had some big missteps, but the person running against him has more red flags than Seymour. Oh, geez. That dude had a lot of red flags, too. Excuse me. Seymour did not take money from Trump. Well, we don't know that. We don't know that. I feel confident saying Seymour would probably be in the Epstein files. You know? Seymour is good. I'm already wealthy via inheritance. Yeah. Wish me to taste another Cabal skewer? All right. Seymour doesn't seem bought, just evil as core. This person seems absolutely bought. I can't believe it. This tastes exactly like mine. Your daughter says she never once forgot about the time she spent with you. She hasn't forgotten anything you've ever taught her. The proof is that in that Cabal skewer. She tried so hard to make it, just like yours. Please, she's begging for your forgiveness. Tell her it'll taste even better if she leaves on the fire for another 30 seconds. Huh? What do you mean by that? Are you forgiving her? Yes, you've won me over. I didn't think I could ever forgive her, but perhaps I was wrong. Perhaps I was at fault as well. Okay. I thought this was gonna be the, you know, the final one, but you know. Awesome boy. Awesome boy, hello. Awesome boy, hello. Oh my gosh, oh, sniffly. Excuse me. There's a post going around social media. Trans guy asked his friend to pick some stuff up from his mom who he didn't get along with. Dude picks up the stuff, including a thing of spaghetti. Dude, who is his own words was a fatty, decides to crack open the thing of spaghetti instead of delivering it. The next thing he knows is waking up at the hospital because the stuff is laced with rat poison. So she should go to jail forever. He also had a campaign about ad about a lady's tax bill doubling. It turns out the lady in reality doesn't even own her house. She's a renter. So just straight up paid to lie. Love it. That should disqualify you fucking immediately. That should disqualify you immediately. Like you should be, that's the sort of thing they should just be like, oh, well, you just can't be a politician. You're just, no. No. She said it was almost perfect. Well, actually, she said you could probably cook it for a minute longer, but the taste was perfect. I'm sure my mother's forgiving me now. Can't thank you enough. Please take this as a token of my gratitude. Hooray! Unfortunately, he's a percentage ahead right now. Boo! Okay, so were there no... I do have seeds, yes. I do have seeds. There's 2 more chams to get. There's no more moonfish. There's no more moonfish. There's 2 more chams for later in the game. So here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna save. I'm gonna take my break. We're gonna do game duel, and then when we get back, we're gonna deal with whatever is going on in the vortex. I also need to send an email, which I'm very annoyed I have to send because it's my own fault. I'm also a little annoyed we can't go back to the, we can go see the upgraded weapon shop. We cannot actually, because Enrique is like, no, please don't go back or my integrity will waver or whatever. So we actually can't. So I'm going to go take my break, Send an email when I get back. Gamedle. And whatever's going on in the vortex. If you haven't recently, make sure you get up, move around a little bit. You know, make sure you're drinking some water. Make sure you've had breakfast. Have some breakfast, okay? Have some breakfast. Good Lord. Yeah, I'll see you all back here just a little bit.